This one goes deep, y'all. This is episode 3 of Women Who Owned New Orleans. So buckle up because in this particular episode, we are going from 1757 to 1848 and all the way to 2024. Marie was born in West Africa around 1760. She was then kidnapped and forced into slavery as a child. She later escaped during the Haitian Revolution and landed in New Orleans. There's no record of how she became known as a free woman of color, but apparently no one in New Orleans questioned her, so she lived the rest of her life freely. She went on to buy two pieces of land in the Marigny, the same as Rosette Rochon from Baron de Marigny. Remember, he was only willing to sell to French speaking people, and these women took full advantage of Baron de Marigny's beef with the US, as well as the favorable laws allowing women in the French legal system to own property, what we today call the Napoleonic Code. So, as much as some people want to change to a more US based system, just don't. But we're going to talk more of that about that on a later episode. Under French law, women could own property and it was allowed to remain theirs even after marriage. Marie later married her husband 6 years after purchasing property there. He was a free black carpenter. And now, this is the part where things start to get a little dicey. A lot of New Orleans history is going to be a mix of positive and negative. And in fact, Marie Couvent and her husband did actually purchase people. There's no record to show if she was doing it to give them a more free life, because a lot of free people of color did. They would seem on paper as purchasing their family and then allow them to live a free life. There are records showing that she did give legal freedom to several people that were supposedly purchased by her. Now, her legacy as a positive person became solidified when you realize that her work became about education, similar to Francis Godet's work later. Go back to episode 1 for that one. She left her land and property at 1941 Dauphine Street to be used as a school for Black children. It was opened in 1848 by a group of Black men in New Orleans, and during the next century, 4 different schools existed at the location. The fourth school was the Bishop Perry Middle School, which closed following Hurricane Katrina. Former Mayor Ernest Morial was also educated at a school on the site. Following Hurricane Katrina, the school site was used by the St. Gerard Majella Alternative School, which was an alternative school for pregnant teens that had been opened in the about I think the 1990s at some point. And we're actually going to talk about the woman who founded that particular school in a future episode. Now, in 2023, the Archdiocese applied for a permit to repair the roof of the school and then sold the property in December 2024 to Cambron Properties. Now, it's not certain what Cambron plans for the property because since purchasing it, it doesn't seem to have submitted for any permits. But now you know the history, and hopefully, the future of the property can remain to be in the same light as what Marie Couvent would have preferred. If you are ever visiting New Orleans or if you already live here, I recommend a walk past 1941 Dauphine to stop by and tell Marie Couvent and her husband Gabriel Couvent hello. Be sure to come back for future episodes of Women Who Owned New Orleans, where we're actually going to speak about the woman who started this school, the alternative school for pregnant girls. We're also going to talk more about the legal system that allowed these women the freedom to operate and gain wealth of their own.